Welcome back to the program. We are now joined by a former town manager for the town of Port Royal and a candidate for your Beaufort City Council, Phil Cromer. Phil, thanks for being here.
Thank you, Kevin. It's a pleasure to be here.
Happy to have you on. So we ask the same questions of everybody. Can't wait to get your answers. What do you expect of the next city manager that hasn't been done in the past?
Well, I would like this person not only to be a good manager of projects and personnel, but also someone who's going to be engaged and involved in the community. They need to be a good listener. They need to be a people person. They need to be able to gauge the pulse of the community. In addition, I'd like to see a consensus builder and a problem solver as well.
So, Phil, what do you see as possible areas for improvement in the current Civic master plan, and how do you plan on handling the Boundary Street project?
Well, with the Civic master plan, for the amount of money they paid, I would like to have seen a more detailed implementation plan. They did not get into specifics in terms of detailed cost estimates, and they did not give any funding sources. I would like to have seen that. Also, the project needs to be amended because there are certain areas of the city that are just not suitable for this mixed-use, walkable character that they promote in this plan. They also talk about road diets or shrinking of roads. That might work in some areas, but other areas that's not practical or feasible. And then finally, they give authority to the Redevelopment Commission to be the one that prioritizes the projects. I think when you're using taxpayer dollars, the citizen input as well as council input needs to be part of that process.
Absolutely. So let's talk about where the city is currently wasting money, in your opinion, and what deserving programs should be funded.
Well, I don't think that the city's necessarily wasting money. I think it's a situation of fiscal priorities. I believe that when they purchased the industrial park, the failed industrial park, when they paid this excessive amount of money for the Civic Master Plan, there are other more pressing issues that we have currently, and that would involve infrastructure. I'm talking about storm drainage, street and sidewalks, and a parking solution for downtown Beaufort.
So yeah, ultimately, how can Beaufort be better?
Well, if we can get more citizen involvement or engagement in the process would be terrific. And I'm talking about maybe up front with a community agenda, or at least more participation in our boards and commissions, I think would be a good start. We need to do something to improve the business climate in Beaufort. And I think that one way of doing that is taking a look at our business regulations, maybe eliminating the non-essential ones, streamlining the permitting process to make Beaufort more business friendly. And also our infrastructure, which is vital to our quality of life. We need to make sure we take care of basics.
So Phil, what's going to be your measure for success in your term? After 2 years, how can we know whether or not you did a good job?
Well, if we get a parking solution for downtown, I think would be terrific. If we see an increase in citizen participation, that'll be fantastic too. I'd like to see the Southside Boulevard sidewalk finally get repaired after a number of years and making movement towards making Beaufort more business friendly.
All right, Phil Cromer, candidate for City Council. Thanks so much for being on here.
Thank you, Kevin.
Anytime.
Pleasure to be here.
Of course.